Blog Talk Radio.
What time is it?
WH Radio.
Welcome back to WrestlingHeads Radio. You got Skits, and I'm here with Oscar. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? You can't wait for the show, man. It's going to be a good-ass show, dude.
Yes, today's going to be a good show. Today we got special guests. We got the Greek god, Papadon, live here with us here on WrestlingHeads Radio. What's going on, Papadon?
What's up, guys? How's everything going?
Everything's good, man. I want to thank you for being on the show. For you taking your time out to be with us today.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's actually we actually been talking about this for a while since the last time we seen you at the AWS show, which was a great show. You were out here in the West Coast when you went to the Wrestling Care show, and then you had the AWS. So, yeah, it was pretty good time seeing you then.
Well, I had fun. It was a good weekend that weekend. Two great shows for two great companies, and had great matches that weekend with a bunch of wrestlers, and just had a good time. Sold some T-shirts, made some money, so I couldn't complain.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, for all of our listeners out there that are not familiar with Papadon, we're gonna talk to him about how he started in the business, and we'll get to what's going on now on what he has going on for the future. I'm gonna start off with the first question, which I'm pretty sure you get this question a lot. When did you decide that you wanted to be a part of professional wrestling, and who was the first, who was that first wrestler that you saw that he was like, I want to be like this guy when I grow up?
Well, I'm always a fan of professional wrestling ever since I was a little kid. So, I've watched a ton of wrestling in my lifetime. And the funny thing is that even though I live in New York, and up here in New York, it's WWE country or WWF town. I was a fan of the WWF, but I was in love. I was infatuated with NWA, Jim Crockett Promotions. I used to watch it on TBS on Saturday, and for me, as much as I loved WWF, I just loved the NWA that much more. And the match that I saw that made me want to be a pro wrestler was Sting versus Ric Flair. Now, it wasn't one of their, famous bounce from Clash of the Champions or a pay-per-view match or anything like that. It was a regular TV match they had. And for some reason, I was flipping the channel, came on this match, and I watched. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? With the blonde spiky hair, with the paint and bright colors, and then Flair wrestled, and I remember Flair, he beat him by cheating, putting his feet on the ropes while he was getting pinned, for quote-unquote leverage. I started yelling at the TV. I said, this is what I want to do. So I remember going up to my mother and telling my mother, hey, guess what? I know what I want to be when I get older. She's probably expecting to hear doctor or lawyer. I'm like, I want to be a pro wrestler. And she said, oh, yeah, that's good. Now go play. Trying to brush me off.
Mm-hmm.
But, all these years later, here I am. So, as far as who I wanted to be like, when I was young, I was a big Hulk Hogan fan when I was really young, obviously. But Sting was definitely my number one guy. And then who I like to model my career off of, who I really like all these years watching it, who I would, I guess, idolize would be Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, Chris Benoit, Finley, Regal, all those WCW guys who were really good, unfortunately, didn't get that opportunity and could really go, Jericho, Mysterio, and I'm very technical when it comes to wrestling. I'm very big into details. I'm not one of these guys who just go in there, let's punch, kick, power bomb, 1, 2, 3. I'm a scientific wrestler, even though I can wrestle any style. And that's what I guess I loved about these other guys I used to watch. They can go in there and just tear it down with anybody. And, as a fan, put it this way, now that I'm in business and I have the trained eye, you can watch a match now. I can watch a match now and can tell who can work, who can't work. Back then, just as a fan, you can see how good these guys actually were from a fan's perspective and say, hey, these guys outshine everybody else because of their work ethic and their ability in the ring, speaks volumes about everything else.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's me, myself. I'm like the opposite of like when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I told my mom I want to be like Hulk Hogan, and instead of doing that, I ended up, talking to wrestlers here on this radio show, asking them questions. But definitely good story right there you just told us. I believe Oscar's got a question too.
Yeah, my first question I was going to ask, well, before I ask you my first question, I just want to tell you that checking out Wrestling Cares reminds me of WCW because, all the stuff you're saying about WCW, it kind of reminds me of WCW in a way because I don't know if you remember, Papadon, you remember when Chris Benoit and Booker T will, have a 7, like a series, like a 7-match series?
Yeah, the best of 7, best of 7.
Yeah, just to get a TV title shot, And they also had a double elimination tag tournament. I don't even remember that as well, dude.
They did it once a year, I believe, right?
I don't know if it was a once a year thing. I think it was only happened one time. You just have a double elimination tag match. Like you get eliminated, double elimination tournament for a vacant tag team titles. I don't know if you remember that.
Didn't Sting and Luger win that? I don't know.
I don't know, but but like I said, WCW used to come out with their own original gimmick stuff. Not just gimmick matches, but gimmick tournaments and all that. Wrestling Cares remind me of that. Like having 10 minutes, a 10-minute time limit, just have your own you got to have your own falls. It's something new. It's something we never seen before. And I know professional wrestling is entertainment, but kind of make it look competitive. That's how WCW used to do it. This is how Wrestling Cares kind of does it. It kind of reminds me of WCW back in the late 90s. That's, it's kind of fun to watch. My first question I want to ask you that I want to talk about your show you're having in Brooklyn, and I see our West Coast on Willie Mack is going to be part of it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do. The Luda show on the 13th of December, right?
Yeah. Are you going to wrestle Willie Mack on that show, or?
I don't know. I would like to. I mean, I know Willie and I touched a little bit and, wrestled a little bit at AWS. And, I heard great stuff about Willie, and whatever I heard, obviously he backed it up that day. Kid's very talented, and one hell of a wrestler. So, very charismatic as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, for a big guy, he's very agile, and, I mean, if it happens to be Willie and I who wrestle on that show, on that date, it would be great. If it's not and it's Willie and someone else, it'll still be great. The fans will get their money's worth either way. But, if I had to pick an opponent, I absolutely would love to work Willie one more time, one-on-one. I think it would be a great match.
Yeah, definitely. I just saw Willie Mack not long ago. He actually wrestled Samoa Joe. And
how was that?
That was an awesome match. I mean, I actually saw it again. Somebody recorded it and put it on YouTube. So if you have a chance, look it up, man, and you can check that out. It was a really good match. And Samoa Joe put him over after the match, talking about he's the future of pro wrestling. He was in his shoes before TNA and all this stuff. So you got to check it out, man.
Yeah, Joe's a good dude. I know Joe, and he's very talented. And I was glad because I know Willie wanted to. Well, I was talking to Willie about it because I heard about the match while I was out there at AWS, and I told him, hey, man, congratulations. And he's like, yeah, man, thanks. I wanted this match. He goes, someone always wanted to wrestle. So it's pretty cool you can get a chance to wrestle somebody you always wanted to lock up with. And to do that and have a great match and then have the person you wrestle put you over afterwards, it's even better. It speaks volumes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, go ahead, Skits.
Okay. My next question that I have for you, Papadon, I'm sorry, because Oscar kind of caught me off guard there. I was actually tweeting some stuff, but working in the business, I know you guys have a lot of tough times and matches, with stuff like injuries. Is there ever a time like you ever thought about quitting, and not doing what you do?
If I tell you that, I've been wrestling 14 years now. I started in July of 1999. So to tell you that there's times that go by where you don't get frustrated with what's going on, in this business or with your own career, would be a lie. There is times where, I sit back and I wonder to myself, what the hell is going on? I get the same question over and over again from fans, promoters, even other wrestlers. How come you're still here? How come you're not on TV? And that's the $1 million question. And I don't have an answer for it. I don't know why. I don't know if I pissed someone off. Or I'm just not one of those guys who are in the right place at the right time. But if you care about something so much and you have so much passion for something, sooner or later, there's a saying that they say, the things you love the most also upset you the most. So if you don't get upset, in what you're doing because it's not working out to your benefit, it's not going your way, if you don't get upset, that means you don't care. So to tell you that there's days where I don't get frustrated because I'm still in the independents 14 years later would be a lie. But to quit, I don't know the word of quit. I don't know the word, the meaning of defeat because, all the haters, in my life who told me I should have quit 14 years ago, are still telling me, hey, you're still wasting your time now. But, whenever some piece of success happens to me, they're the first ones to congratulate me and say, hey, man, congratulations, good job, I know you can do it, blah, blah, blah. But, when things weren't going great, they're the first one to say, hey, man, why are you wasting your time? You should be doing this or you should be doing that. So, the bottom line is, have I ever wanted to quit? No. But to tell you if I've ever been upset, it's very frustrating mentally, being in a position where you see your friends on TV, making it and making money doing what they love, and unfortunately your quote-unquote turn hasn't, come to fruition yet. Not to say that you sit back with hate and, envy, and jealousy, because that would be the wrong thing to do. You don't hate on someone else's success. They worked hard for it. And whether they earned it or not, that's up to the scenario and the individual. But obviously, if you're working hard, all you have to do is just work harder. And that's what I've been doing. And sooner or later, I'll get there. So, there's never been a day I wanted to physically quit and say, oh, I can't do this. This is just too much. I don't know the word of failure, and I don't know the meaning of quit, of being a quitter. But to tell you that, you love something so much and to say it doesn't upset you because, you're not headlining WrestleMania or some of the guys who are headlining WrestleMania right now or wrestling in pay-per-views or on TV you've wrestled with or you're friends with, and they're making money doing what you want to be doing full-time, just shows you how much passion a person has. So hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely understand where you're coming from because I know this has nothing to do with wrestling, but I used to do music, and there was times that I wanted to quit because people would criticize me on, oh, you're not tight, you're weak, you should just stop doing it, So I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, Oscar.
Yeah. Before I ask you my next question, I actually got someone that wants me to ask him a question. It's actually Bart, the AWS promoter. He wants me to ask you. Yeah, he wants me to ask. Oh, shout out to Bart, by the way. He wants me to ask you when you want to come back to AWS.
Whenever, hey, I'll come back whenever he wants to book a flight and bring me to Cali. I had such a great time working for Bart and working for AWS. The fans were awesome. The wrestlers in the locker room were awesome. And, you know, partying afterwards with everyone was awesome, you know. And, yeah, the atmosphere was great, you know, and I had a great time. And Bart's a good dude, and he's a great promoter. I mean, from what I saw, the place was packed, and it was a great show. It was booked right, and he's a class act. So whenever he wants to bring me back, man, I'm all in. You know, just give me a call, give me a date, and let's rock and roll, man. We'll have a great time.
Yeah, you hear that, Bart? Yeah, just hit him up, man. And if you bring him back, I'm gonna buy this guy a beer.
I'm ready. And Papa, and I'm definitely ready to boo you all night and give you much heat, because that's what you asked us for. So we'll boo you the whole night, even at the Wrestling Care show. We'll make you look like the bad guy.
Hey man, listen. If I'm supposed to be the heel that night, then boo me out the building. I'll be doing my job. If I'm a face that night, and if I can't make you cheer for me, then I'm not doing my job. So whatever I am, that's the way you guys are going to react. I'll make you guys react the way I want you guys to react. That's my job. To entertain.
You know what, Papadon? I think he was the one that started the polka dot chant at the Wrestling Care show.
Oh, it wasn't me. No, that was Josh.
Oh.
That was Josh, bro.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Josh, by the way. All right. Well, let me answer my question I was going to ask him. So far in your career, you've done a lot. Is there any goal you have left? Like, is there something you want to do, like either some part of the country you haven't been on, or anything like WWE or anything?
Well, of course. I mean, when you start in this industry, you always want to be in the top company, in the top spot, making money. So, right now there's certain places I would love to just sign a contract with and work for full time, and make wrestling the number one means of my income. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to being a weekend warrior and wrestling all over this country. Doing this all week and making 6-7 figures a year would be a dream come true. But I would like to obviously headline WrestleMania. I would love to wrestle for WWE. I would love to wrestle for New Japan. I would love to wrestle for a company that can produce a great quality product and obviously give me an opportunity to give me the tools I need to turn myself into a household name. Whether it's WWE, New Japan, hell, even if TNA gives me an opportunity and they pay me the right amount of money, I would definitely, become an asset to them and obviously draw viewers on the television. I mean, I know what I can do and I do it well. I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm just confident in my ability in that ring and on that mic. So, whatever the case may be. I mean, I would love to go to Japan. I've never wrestled in Japan. I mean, I wrestled all over the States. I've wrestled in England. Never had an opportunity. Came close a couple times to go to Japan. Never happened. There's a couple of companies out there I would love to even get an opportunity to work for full time. Whether it's Gorilla, Ring of Honor, Dragon Gate USA, the NWA now that Bruce Stark is bringing the company back from Texas and obviously doing a good job because he's built a relationship with New Japan. Things like that. And just continue to keep getting better with every match that I have.
Yeah. I want to say we definitely got to get you in PWG. Somebody's got to hit up Dragon and get him in there. So, because basically, I mean, most of the top indie guys are in PWG. So, and from me seeing you, at Wrestling Cares and AWS, I know you would fit well with that group. So, I mean, somebody's got to do something to book you there. And also, if you wanted to go to Japan, for some reason, I can see you fit well with the stable, Bullet Club, with the Bucks, Prince Devitt, Carl Anderson, and those guys.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be a nice opportunity that I would welcome with open arms. I mean, I know, I've met Devitt and I know Carl Anderson. Both are great wrestlers, and I've met the Bucks. You know, they're obviously great, and you know, I mean, I could, you know, I would love to get an opportunity to wrestle for that company, or even have the honor to be part of that group. I know I'd tear it up, and you know, God willing, I get the opportunity. That's all I need. You know, just give me an opportunity, and I'll earn the rest. I've done that my whole career.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Since it's my question, you worked with TNA Gutcheck not too long ago. Can you tell us your experience working with them from that short period of time?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the way the business has evolved, some say it's good, some say it's bad. I don't know. Because when I came up, it was work as much as you can, you know, get as much exposure as you possibly can, get as good as you can in the ring, and everything will come your way, you know. Nowadays, you know, it used to be called paying your dues. You know, you set up rings, you break down rings, you travel the country for shit pay, you know, at the beginning of your career, you start building a name for yourself, and then slowly but surely, you start making a little more money in the indies, you build some exposure, you get recognized, and then you get an opportunity to go make it on a larger scale. That's how it's supposed to work ideally. So, with that being said, when this, you know, nowadays, you have certain companies who have people who, you know, you have to pay to get taken a look at, and I hate it. I'm not going to lie to you. Some people say, well, it's an investment in yourself. Yeah, that's great. It is an investment in yourself, but then, you know, you can get a guy who's been in the business 2 months, because he looks like $1 million, he hasn't really, quote-unquote, paid his dues, pays, you know, a couple $100 for a tryout, and takes a spot for someone who's been on the road, let's say, 5-10 years, just becoming, you know, a great wrestler. But you know what? I guess it's the nature of the beast the way it is now, so you can't really cry about spilled milk. So when this TNA thing happened, I didn't know what to expect. But a buddy of mine named Tony Nese, premier athlete Tony Nese, he was doing it in Jersey. So I said, what the hell? If he's going to do it, I said, let me do it. At least I can do it with someone I know. So, you know, I ended up signing up and doing it. And he did it, I did it. I guess the seminar or camp or group of people that I did it with also included guys like Tommaso Ciampa and Sami Callihan. And, you know, the four of us stood out. We did very well, you know, in the tournament. There were other people there that, you know, from all over the country that did well. And some people look good, some people look like shit, you know. But then, you know, afterwards, you know, we were taken in the back, one by one, individually into the office by D'Lo Brown at the time, who was working, you know, in the office, and we were given an evaluation, and we were told, and Nice was told this, and later I found out that Ciampa and Callahan were told the same thing that I was told and Nice was told, which was, we're going to bring you down to Orlando so you can be seen by the right people so you can earn a deal, because you're really good and we're a fan of your, you know, your style. Just sit back and wait for a phone call. Okay. Thank you very much. I never got the phone call. No one did. So, you know,
somebody needs to call you now, because I think TNA needs the help, honestly.
Hey, I appreciate your kind words. You know, but that's the nature of it's the nature of the business, and you know, it's just not, you know, it's just the way it is, and I'm not going to be one to be, you know, salty about it and just complain about it, but you know, it was a great experience as far as, you know, getting looked at by quote-unquote TNA at the time. But, you know, I mean, being told one thing and nothing happening is just, you know,
There's nothing guaranteed in this business, so I'm not one to cry over spilled milk. And again, you can hear a million no's. All you need to do is hear one yes. And when you hear that one yes, that's all you need is that opportunity. Then you hit the ground running, and you kick that door of opportunity down, and you make it your own. And that's exactly what I'm going to do once I get the opportunity. That's the story of my career, my man. 14 years on the Indies, one of the greatest talents on the planet today, and I'm not conceited again. I'm just convinced of what I can do. And all I need to do right now is get that one foot in the door somewhere and give it an opportunity to shine. I guarantee it that I can make things happen my way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm hoping something happens soon because I don't want to, I mean, it seems like I've been saying this a lot, but I think someone needs to sign you soon.
Well, thank you.
But go
call
ahead.
Uncle Vincent. Tell him to open up his eyes, then.
What did you say?
Call Uncle Vince. Tell him to open up his eyes.
Oh. I don't know if that's going to happen. You know Vince. Go ahead.
Yeah, someone sign this guy, please. Yeah, well, I want to get back to Wrestling Cares. And the next event, December 7th, here in Culver City, you're going against Johnny Gargano. I was going to ask you, what you know about Johnny Gargano so far? Like, you know, have you ever wrestled him before? You know, are you really familiar with him?
All I know is a couple of things. First off, David Jackson, Nigel McGuinness, and Les Thatcher are geniuses at what they're doing right now with this Wrestling Cares promotion. In my opinion, it's the best locker room going today as far as talent goes. From match 1 of show 1 till the final match, you know, of the tournament, you know, bottom line is it's the greatest assembly of talent on this planet. And they've given these people who've come to the shows and who've bought the DVDs an absolute gem of wrestling matches, all telling different stories, all obviously, you know, contributing to their master plan. And these shows that they've been putting on have been amazing, all their shows. So if you are a wrestling fan, I strongly urge you to come down to Wrestling Cares on the 7th of December and come witness something that you're not accustomed to seeing, or maybe you are accustomed to seeing because you've come to a show before, and that's great quality wrestling. And as far as Johnny Gargano goes, I mean, he's a very, very good wrestler, 2-year champion over at Dragon Gate. So, I mean, that speaks for itself, to be a champion for 2 years straight in such a great promotion. He's very talented. I've never wrestled him. We know each other, you know, we've done shows before together and we know each other, but we've never, you know, locked up. It'll be the first time either one of us wrestled each other in any capacity, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, unfortunately, the funny thing is, I don't know if it's dumb luck or whatever the case may be, but all my opponents, you know, last 2 times have gotten injured before my match. So, you know, one being, you know, obviously after I advanced to round 1 against Micah Taylor, I was supposed to wrestle B.J. Whitmer. He got hurt, you know. So then I had to wrestle
B-Boy?
No, not B-Boy. What's his name? Oh man, I'm trying to blank.
Cassie Riley.
What?
Cassie Riley,
no,
right?
No, that's what I was supposed to wrestle. He also got hurt, but when I was supposed to wrestle B.J. Whitmer, his replacement that night in Cali was, what's his name? Oh, man.
Was it Joey Ryan?
Yes, Joey Ryan. There we go. And Joey Ryan, amazing talent, amazing guy, great wrestler, and I really enjoyed the match we had because that was the first time we ever, you know, locked up, first time we ever wrestled, and we had a great match. And then, you know, after, you know, being fortunate enough to winning that match and then going on to the next round, I was supposed to wrestle, you know, Cassidy Riley, and then he got injured. and I ended up wrestling I got a bye, but I ended up wrestling B-Boy in a non-qualifying match. I've known B-Boy for years. We're friends. And we've never wrestled either. So it was the first time. And him and I, for as long as we've known each other, as many shows we've done together, we've never locked up. And then we also had a great match, from what everyone was telling me. And, now I get to wrestle Johnny Gargano for the first time. So hopefully he doesn't get hurt. God willing, knock on wood, he doesn't get hurt. And him and I can tear it up on the 7th of December. I'm looking forward to it. And he's a very tough competitor, very skilled, and it just makes me that much of a better wrestler when I defeat him and move on to the finals,
Yeah, speaking about B-Boy, before we had you on the show, I actually hit him up, and he was telling me you guys go way back and all this stuff, and yeah, and hold on, David Jackson just actually hit me up. Hold on, yeah,
shout out to David.
For calling him a genius. Yeah, shout out to David. Yeah, thanks for calling him a genius. Yeah. Well, go ahead, Skits.
I honestly, the question I was going to ask, I think I know your answer, but I was going to ask, if you go to the finals, who do you prefer seeing at the finals? Do you want to wrestle with Adam Cole, or who's Cole facing?
Stephen Anthony.
Yeah, Stephen Anthony.
All right, well, that's a good question. And the answer is I don't care, either or. And I know it's not, very... I'll tell you why. I know Steve Anthony for many years now. And him and I are I guess, two peas in the same pod, meaning that he's wrestled X amount of years, and he's very good. In my opinion, very, very good, very underrated. He's never gotten his fair share of being in the spotlight to match the talent that he possesses. You know what I'm saying? He just, in my opinion, he should have been signed a long time ago on to WWE, TNA, something. And we met years ago when we did a NOAH camp together for Harley Race. And there were 60 wrestlers in that camp. And out of the 60 wrestlers in that camp, Harley Race picked 2 guys to be on his show that weekend. And those 2 guys, out of those 60 guys, were myself and Steve Anthony. And it was a big, compliment. God bless Harley Race. He's a class act. And had great matches that weekend, ended up wrestling Curtis Axel and some superstar Steve, who's another wrestler who was trained at Harley Race. And, then, from what I understand, Steve Anthony and myself got offered to come and wrestle for Harley full-time in St. Louis down in WLW. Fortunately, I couldn't commit to moving my family down to St. Louis just to go wrestle. But, at the time, Steve Anthony was in a better place, and he had a great career with them and did very well. Went down to NOAH representing WLW, was even WLW champion. So, he did very well for himself, and he's a great competitor. So, if it was him and I wrestling together in the finals, I think it would be an interesting match. I think our styles would mesh very well. It would be a very entertaining contest, and something I would look forward to. And I know he would probably say the same. Because, we respect each other, not only because we're friends, but because we both know that we can go. And as far as if Adam Cole wins, I've wrestled Adam before, and we wrestled in ECWA when I was the champ, and we wrestled like a 36-minute match or a 40-minute match or whatever the case may be. And many still say it's probably, the best match that ECWA had, that year, match of the year, which I believe was last year, and him and I clicked just very well, and we always talk about how well this, we go together in the ring and how well our styles mesh, and, we were hoping that our match could be seen by more people. He's very talented. Everyone knows it. He's wrestling all over the place, and he's white hot right now. He's ROH champion, Gorilla champion. So, I go in there and I tear it up with him, and I defeat him, and, I get the ring. It just adds more credibility and more prestige to my name. So either which way, it's a win-win situation for myself. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mentioned about the ring, I remember we were at a PWG show and we were talking to Johnny Gargano about the tournament, and he did mention that you guys win a ring if you win the tournament. That's interesting. It's pretty dope.
Well, it's called race for a ring. See, that's the cool thing about Wrestling Cares, man. It's something unique. You don't see this all over the place. You mean you get 10-minute Ironman matches, and obviously the semifinal is going to be 15 minutes, and obviously the final is going to be a half hour. So, you know, you get guys who can go. You get guys from all over the country who can obviously do very well in that ring, and different styles, different competitors. You get your high flyers, you get your scientific wrestlers, you get your brawlers, and you just mesh it all together, and everyone, for some reason, understands their role, and everything has fallen into place to where it's become like a perfect recipe for a perfect, entree or a perfect meal. You know, I mean, it's like if you go to the circus and everyone's trying to be the clown, or everyone's trying to be a tightrope walker, or everyone wants to be the strong man, it's going to be very boring watching the same thing over and over and over again from different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? You need your different variety of entertainment within the circus. You need your, bearded lead. You need your clowns. You need your animal trainers. You need your tightrope walkers and this and that in order for people to be entertained. And Wrestling Cares is offering that, and they have a unique concept, and their presentation and their talent is just second to none. And when I win this tournament, hopefully the company continues to grow and moves on to bigger and better things, and I can be part of it for the long haul.
Yeah. I don't know if David's still listening, but maybe when this tournament's over, we could do a tag team tournament. That would be pretty dope. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could do a tag team tournament. We can, hopefully get TV time, turn this into a promotion full-time where we can do loops all over the country. It would be great. One step at a time, though.
Yeah. Good, Oscar.
Yeah. Well, before I ask him my next question. David Jackson wanted me to tell you. He wouldn't say genius, but brilliant. That's a better quote. That's what he was only saying.
How about this? How about mad scientist? How about that? All three of them. Him, Nigel, and Les sitting there, like mad scientists.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to ask you, is there like a dream opponent that you have in mind, like either somebody either in the current WWE roster, TNA roster, or someone else in the indies you might haven't got a chance to work with? Like, is there like a dream opponent that you have in mind?
Well, there's a couple of people I wish I could wrestle. I mean, either alive or dead. I mean, a couple of people off the top of my head I would think I would have a good match with, or I would love to have had an opportunity to wrestle. One would be Eddie Guerrero. Mr. Perfect would be another one. I would love to wrestle Lauren Anderson. In my opinion, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Right now, Triple H, and I'm not just saying that because I want a job with the WWE, but he's the poster boy of what WWE wrestlers should be. I mean, he's big, he's athletic, he's not one-dimensional, he's a good wrestler, and he's entertaining, John Cena, I would love to wrestle John. I know a lot of people hate him. I like him. I think he's very gifted at what he does. He's a very hard worker, and he never delivers a bad match, on a pay-per-view. Granted, he's a little unorthodox with his ring positioning or whatever the case may be, but the guy's making billions of dollars, and he's doing something right, and he's very marketable. And if I'm wrestling him in the main event of WrestleMania, then I'm making a fat payday. So it's, I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to wrestle Samoa Joe. I would love to wrestle Nakamura from New Japan. I think we'd have a good match. Tanahashi, David, Carl Anderson. I think we'd all, I'd have good matches with them. I mean, I don't, there's no one person per se where I could sit here and say, oh man, I would love to wrestle him. I know you put me in the ring with wrestler A, wrestler B, wrestler C, and they all have different styles. I can adapt to the surroundings and just have a great match. Like I said, I can wrestle any style. I can do lucha libre. I can wrestle the European style. I wrestle Japanese style. I wrestle traditional American style. I can high fly. I can brawl. I can do it all. So, you know, the one thing I can say about myself that I'm happy about is that I'm not very one-dimensional. You know, I can be babyface. I can be heel. I can be realistic. I can be a comedic wrestler. I can do anything. And, you know, it's just something I take pride into because, you know, you're given lemons, you got to make lemonade somehow. And I've always been known to do so. So, you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you mentioned John Cena. I mean, I can actually see you, like, say if you were signed with WWE today, I can actually see you guys having a little rivalry going on. Not only John Cena, Sheamus, like the how can you say the wrestlers like they like to market the children with. Like the top two is John Cena and Sheamus. So I could see you going against this guy. And you know, I wouldn't mind you going against the Undertaker at a WrestleMania. Why not? Like you try to break the streak. Why not? You know, that'd be freaking.
Oh, that would. You know, listen, if I can get the honor of getting in the ring with Taker, you know, that'd be great. I mean, I know guys who wrestled Taker, and I've heard nothing but great things about the guy. I've met him once when I did, you know, TV. You know, he came off as a gentleman, as a class act as well. So, hey, you never know. In this business, you can never say never. So,
yeah,
you know, if it ever happens, you know, it'd be great. You know, if it doesn't happen, then I just make something else great. That's the way it works.
Yeah, the only thing we could, if that never happens, I'll create you on the WWE video game and have you and Undertaker get it on.
You know what? You know what's funny? I'm actually going to check that out. Somebody's probably already created him. I'm just going to go to the download creation thing. Somebody's probably already got you downloaded, and I'll put you part of my WWE universe.
All right, cool.
My next question, this is going to be my last question. If you had your own promotion, if you're running your own promotion, and you had to start off by hiring the first 3 wrestlers, any wrestler in the world, who would be those 3 wrestlers that you would hire, and who would be the face of the company?
Well, that's a hell of a question to ask. First off, you know, a lot of people today, they think it's easy to book a wrestling show from the outside looking in, but putting on a show in itself, being a wrestler and being part of many, many locker rooms and many, many shows all over this world, you know, I like to keep my ears open and to the ground and just pick up things here and there. It's very difficult. It's hard to run a wrestling company. It's very hard to run a wrestling show. You know, it's a lot of work, and a lot of people don't know, you know, what a real promoter, how much strain and how much stress that individual has. Now, granted, I said a real promoter. There's a lot of promoters out there who are just fans who want to live out a dream, and they think if they put a couple of bulletins on the internet, they're going to get thousands of people coming to the show, which isn't the case. That's not promoting. That's just being a wannabe promoter. But a real promoter knows what he's doing or what she's doing and can obviously continue to put on great shows and pack out houses. So if I was to open up my own wrestling company, I wouldn't hire a wrestler as my first hire. That wouldn't be me. I would build like if you're going to build a company, it's like building a match, like building, you know, a story. You need a good, solid foundation. So the first person I would get would be somebody who can help me make the company better, whether booking-wise, promoting-wise, marketing-wise, someone who's very business savvy. So the first person I would get would be Jim Ross. Second person I would get would be Les Thatcher, you know, and another person I would probably get would be Mikey Whipwreck, Tommy Dreamer to help out because, you know, I've had the privilege of, you know, seeing them in action behind the scenes, and they're well respected in the wrestling industry by their peers because of what they're doing and their mind, you know. But as far as in-ring guys, that's a tough question to get to answer. You would need, I mean, there's so much good talent right now in the indies that should be on TV. Guys like an Adam Pearce, just to come, that comes to mind. I mean, the guy's a amazing talent, you know, throwback, you know, to the vintage old school wrestler. And the fact that he's not on TV making millions right now is a shame. Guys like Anthony Nese, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, two guys from New York who collectively they team together, call themselves the Beaver Boys, but are awesome, I don't know. It's a very hard question. I can't just sit here right now and just pick three guys off the top of my head and say, okay, A, B, and C. But as a business person, if I'm going to approach this as a business, the first thing I would do is hire guys who would help me make the business better from the ground up. And that's obviously management and office people who can ever help you put a good business plan together or a good game plan together, and help you with production and stuff like that. So guys like Jim Ross, Les Thatcher, Paul Heyman, Mikey Whipwreck, Tommy Dreamer, guys like that. Even get the guys like Jerry Lynn and Lance Storm to be your, your agents in the back, Dean
Malenko?
Absolutely. Dean Malenko, if he's not signed to the WWE still, So, Arn Anderson, forget it, man. I mean, I have nothing but respect for Arn Anderson, as far as in the what he can contribute, mentally in this business, Bruce Pritchard, people say whatever they say about him, but he was in Vince's ear for, 20 plus years. He knows, everything you need to know to be successful. So you get guys like that to help you run your business, and you approach this like a business and not a wrestling show, then you'd make money. But then you also have to realize you have to spend money to make money. So, you can't just be cheap and pay the guys with a handshake and a hot dog and expect to, pocket the gate and it doesn't work that way, man. So there are different variables to the equation that have to come in to fruition in order for you to become successful. And you have to be able to take a hit financially. Because just like any other business, whether it's a pizzeria, whether it's a multi-million-dollar corporation, the first couple of years you're probably not going to make money, and if you break even, you're lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you're the first guest that has not answered that question that basically couldn't pick three guys, but it's all good.
Sorry to disappoint. I'm just being honest.
It's cool. You answered it in a whole different way. You answered by picking agents, and guys that will help out in the backstage. That's even better. But yeah. Go ahead.
Well, so I was gonna ask him that, but before I ask you my next question, I wanna ask you maybe a permission. I know earlier Skits was saying that he wants to see you on PWG. In the past, me and Skits will kind of bug the Twitter account of PWG if we want this guy to come in PWG. Usually somehow they'll announce, okay, we have this guy, and it works. So if it's okay with you, me and Skits can be like, hey, we want the Greek God Papadon PWG. It's okay, we can bug the guys.
Go ahead, man. Absolutely, not a problem. It's not the listen. This is America. You want to voice your opinion? Go ahead. I can't stop you from it. And obviously, you saying that you want me in PWG shows that you know talent and you have good taste. So I can't knock you for that. So go ahead.
All right. See, you're that Skits. Let's see if our magic works again.
Hopefully.
All right. All right. I just want to ask you about another thing about Wrestling Cares. Funny that Skits mentioned about tag team. If you were involved with David, Nigel McGuinness, and Tasker, if you were the fourth person, and if you guys want to do a tag team tournament, who we want to bring in? Because in my mind, I would bring the Young Bucks, P.P. Ray, and I'm guessing Red Dragon from Ring of Honor. Is there any tag teams you would like to bring in if you were in their shoes?
Oh yeah, there's actually a few great tag teams that I know about that could obviously, if they did a tag tournament, would benefit. One would be the Beaver Boys here in New York, which is Alex Reynolds and John Silver. There's another team in Florida called the Dejos, two Spanish guys. I don't know if they're still the current FIP tag team champions, but they're really, really good. There's a tag team of Bandito Jr. and Azrael. I don't know if they're the current. I know that at one point they were two-time. I don't know if they're the current, though, CZW tag team champions. They're very good. There's a team from Canada called the Flatliners, who are awesome. two burly, big wrestling guys that look like wrestlers who are very good in the ring and can mesh well with big guys and small guys. The Bucks, obviously. Briscoe brothers are a good tag team, even though, they're both doing singles now. You got the American Wolves who are good. Red Dragon, you mentioned. Bobby Fish and, what's his name? Damn. Some bad one names tonight. Yeah, they're a good tag team. I would put Tony Nese and Trent Beretta, because before Trent went to WWE, he was a tag team with Tony Nese. They were called the Dude Busters. They were actually the original Dude Busters. I'd put them together in a tag tournament, and they would tear it up. Who else is there off the top of my head? I know the SAT is still wrestling here in New York. With their school, they're doing well. So tag team wrestling's still alive. And I used to be in a tag team many years ago called The Solution. And before I was the Greek God. And I was just Papadon, and my partner at the time was a guy named Havoc, and we wrestled all over the place for 5-6 years, all over the East Coast, and won a few titles here and there, and had great matches, and it was what it was. But I always say, you want to be a great singles wrestler, you have to accomplish being a good tag wrestler first. It helps you with psychology, and they did that for me. So, if they decide to do the tag tournament gimmick, those tag teams will definitely flourish and do well, and obviously add to the quality and the name Wrestling Cares, add to the product.
I hope Dave's listening. Yeah. Papadon, question. Are you currently selling any T-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees?
That's funny. There's like a questionnaire or some kind of application that you're supposed to fill out. I kind of filled it out. Never heard back from them. But I don't know if it's because they're super busy or maybe I just didn't send it in correctly. But I don't know if anyone out there has worked for Wrestling Tees, and they want to hook up where I can start selling some T-shirts on there, give me a call. I mean, I've already, put out like 5 or 6 T-shirts on my own, and I've been selling them out like crazy. Believe it or not, I've been very fortunate. People have liked the shirts, and besides the ones I bring to shows that I sell, that's all I got.
Yeah. Because I was gonna tell you if you had a Pro Wrestling Tees account to throw it out there so our listeners can go check out your merchandise.
Oh, I don't have a Pro Wrestling Tees account, but if these guys get to the application process anytime soon and they want to approve it, then we can do business together. We can make tons of money. That'd be great. Like I said, I filled out that application that they make you fill out, to see whether or not I don't know what it is, but who knows how far back, they are backed up with, because they're blowing up like hotcakes over there from what I hear. And anyone who's interested in buying the T-shirts, just hit me up. I got PayPal now, so we can do business. It's not the dark ages, the year 2013, so we can make something happen, or just buy a shirt at a show. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah. So, Papadon, you want to throw out your Twitter, Facebook, or anything for all of our listeners?
Sure, not a problem, man. It's very simple, and Twitter handle a Greek God Papadon. Not hard at all. I keep it simple so these peasants can know what the deal is. As far as my email, promoters are interested in booking me, just hit me up, papadon595@yahoo.com. And just be serious, serious promoters with serious inquiries only. Don't tell me that you want to book me, and want me to come to your show, which is like 5, 6, 10 hours away, and you want to pay me $30, because the answer is no. Ain't happening that, Those days are long over. So you want to get quality wrestling, you're going to have to pay for it. That's the way it is. So I want to give a shout-out to Homicide, too, my boy. My trainer, one of my trainers, him and Mikey Whipwreck. Shout-out to Mikey Whipwreck. And just wanted to throw that out there as well.
Yeah, we want to give a shout-out to you for being on the show. And just want to thank you for being so nice to us after that AWS show when we had when you were hanging out with me and some of the guys. We had that long talk. honestly, I think that could have been a show right there when we were right in front of you.
Well, I had a blast, man. Hey, Bart, if you're listening, man, hit me up, bro. Let's do it again. Let's have some fun. I would love to come back anytime, man. Honestly, I would love to make AWS a regular gig where I come in every month. It'd be great.
Let's make it happen, Bart.
Yeah, Bart. Yeah,
and
he'll love that karaoke. And I want to buy this guy a beer.
Well,
I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing though. My wrestling skills are much better than my karaoke skills. So.
Oh man! All right, Papadon, we want to thank you for being on the show, and we will see you on the 7th of December at WrestlingHeads.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, man.
All right, take care.
All right. The Greek guy, Papadon, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout to come check him out at WrestlingHeads on December 7th. Him going against Johnny Gargano. It should be a very great technical match. Two great wrestlers, and it's going to be a great match. It's going to be a great show overall.
This guy, right? I mean, for our listeners, if you're not familiar, I mean, I'm going to tell you, this guy should be signed to one of those two companies, either WWE or TNA, because I can actually see him feuding with a handful of wrestlers in either of those companies, you know? So, I mean, hopefully they sign him pretty soon, and I would love to see him in PWG as well. So hope we could do our magic, kids.
Yeah, man. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm gonna throw out the top 10 Indie Power Rankings brought to you by the Indie Power Ranking. We'll be right back after these messages, and we're going to get back to the show. So we'll be right back.
Wrestling, I watch that. Kick pads, I wear those. ACH, I am that. WrestlingHeads, I listen to that. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
All right. Four Corners Radio is the home for the best professional wrestling and independent wrestling, discussions and coverage. Billy, Ant, Martin, and Sam bring you three of the best podcasts every week. The Four Corners Raw Roundtable, the Indie Project, and the Saturday Freestyle. Along with the podcast, FourCornersWrestling.com is designed with all wrestling fans in mind. Feature articles, videos, the weekly shows, and much more. Four Corners and WrestlingHeads are teaming up to bring you wrestling's next revolution. Are you ready? Welcome back to WrestlingHeads Radio. You got Skits and her Oscar. Before I throw out this top 10, I'm going to say shout out to Chris, Toby, Bruce, Ryan, everybody from WrestlingHeads, the whole crew. We're going to get to this top 10 in a minute. I'm pretty sure you'll be familiar with some of these guys in this top 10 this week. All right.
I want to hear it. Let's go.
Number 10. This guy is from Ring of Honor. He is one half of the Briscoe brothers. Jay Briscoe's at number 10. Number 9. Red Dragon, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. Number 8, Green Ant. Number 7, the Ring of Honor champ, the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla champ, and maybe your next Wrestling Cares winner, Adam Cole. Number 6, JT Dunn. Number 5, your favorite tag team champions. Not champions. Your favorite tag team, my favorite tag team, your mom's favorite tag team, your mom's favorite tag team, the Young Bucks. Number 4, the Foo Fighters. Number 3, actually these guys beat the Bucks. The Bravado Brothers. Number 2, Matt Tremont. And number 1, the Unbreakable Michael Elgin.
Interesting top 10. Jay Briscoe's in number 10. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just trying to figure out why is he in number 10. I mean, why? Because he made his own build.
I'll send you the email so you can know how he got on the top 10 and all that. A lot of guys got pushed off the top 10 this week. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not our top 10. This is brought to you by Indie Power Ranking. So, you guys want to just go ahead and give them a follow at Indie Power Ranking. That's INDY Power RANKIN. So follow them. This is their top 10. So if you don't agree with it, you guys can hit them up and chat it up with them about it. So, but yeah. But these are some guys that are in the running to be on the top 10. Yeah, guys like my boy A.R. Fox, Brian Cage. You had Homicide up there, Johnny Gargano, Matt Taven, Tony Nese, Outlaw Inc., Chris Hero was even on there, Eddie Edwards. So, but that's this week's top 10 brought to you by Indie Power Ranking. So yeah, just look out for WrestlingHeads when our top 10s come up. I know we've been saying this for a long time. It's like a fucking broken record already about WrestlingHeads.com is going to be relaunched. I think, the guy that's working on our website, he's taking his time on the site to make it look good. So, he's not rushing, So, but let's talk about some WWE, some TNA. How about that?
Let's go for it.
Let's start off with WWE real quick. Let's go down the SmackDown and NXT confirmed matches. Honestly, I think both shows have great cards. Let's start off with
Yeah, I actually saw you tweet about that, so I gotta listen to this.
So let's start off with NXT. Cassius Ohno, a.k.a. Chris Hero, go against Tyler Breeze. I'm not sure that's his last show. That's going to be, I think he has 2 more shows going to be on NXT. So
yeah, I think I read it's up to somewhere until the middle of December. That would be his last show. Yeah,
so him and Tyler Breeze going to go at it. You got Sami Zayn going against Leo Kruger. That should be good. You got Adrian Neville going against Aiden English. And your boy Cassidy. I know you only like Cassidy, huh?
Cassidy?
Yeah, Colin Cassidy.
Well, Enzo is the one that more annoys me, but Cassidy's like, whatever.
Going against Alexander. I can't pronounce the guy's last name.
Yeah, me neither. Rosov, I know you're talking about that big dude.
Yeah. Is that the guy that looks like the fucking giant? He wrestles with no shoes?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy, I do not like Kill at all. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny is that WWE actually wants to put him in the main roster already. I'm like, wow, already? What the fuck?
For what?
And, I think on his Twitter he even teased that he'll be on Raw, he'll be in this and that. He's been teasing lately, so I'm hoping.
Nobody
will fucking. I know. And that will really piss me off if he gets in the roster before Generico or Pac and those guys. I mean, or even Corey Graves. What the fuck? What does WWE see in this guy? I remember about a year ago they wanted to put in Bo Dallas. This is before the Royal Rumble. I think this is why he won the damn thing.
Honestly, dude, I'd rather see Bo Dallas on the main roster for that guy. And I'd rather see Tyler Breeze on the main roster for that guy.
You know what's funny about Tyler Breeze? We went to the Access. It was funny when he first came out. Someone yelling out, "Hey, these gimmicks don't work anymore," which is basically the Rick Rude thing. So I don't know if the whole pretty boy thing can work today, but that's basically some people were yelling, "Hey, these gimmicks don't work anymore."
I like where it's going. I can see Tyler Breeze and Fandango feuding. If that ever happens, that would be a great feud. So yeah. But what do you think
about Fandango and Tyler Breeze feuding?
Yeah, you think that's a good main roster feud?
Probably. Like, I mean, I think I said it in the show before. Like, I'm up for seeing a Fandango face turn. Like, you remember back then when the whole Fandango thing went on, he kind of, you know, he was getting up the crowd. I can say it's like he was playing around with the crowd. So you guys want to go Fandangoing? I said you guys want to go Fandangoing. You know, that's like a good way how faces do it. If you're going to be a good face, you got to play around with the crowd, sing along with the crowd, like The Rock would do or Triple H would do when they're baby faces. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Fandango being a face one day. I'm not saying like if this is gonna work, Fandango got to be the face. Why not Tyler Breeze? The crowd, the NXT crowd's over Tyler Breeze. You know, they even Chad Breeze is gorgeous. And something like that kind of gimmick could work in today's age. Hey, I guess I'm up for it.
Yeah. Well, take a listen. When we had the SmackDown, their card is not that. I mean, it's making me want to watch SmackDown some more. You got Daniel Bryan going against Luke Harper, which is going to be great. I think it'll be a good match if the Wyatt family didn't get involved, but either way, it's going to be a good match. You got 3MB going against the Primetime Players. They're definitely showing up to the tag teams, and I definitely like that. You got Vicky Langston and Dolph Ziggler. They're going to go against Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow. You got The Shield versus Rey Mysterio and the Usos. You got a handicap non-title match, AJ versus Cameron and Naomi. Whoa. Female handicap match?
You know what I think? Is maybe because Vicky Guerrero put her in that match. Because SmackDown's her show. And you see what happened on Raw? Yeah.
Okay. Ryback versus Great Khali. Nobody wants to watch that match.
What the fuck?
Speaking of Ryback, we'll get into Ryback in a minute. There's some stuff to talk about Ryback in a minute. Cody Rhodes and Goldust put their tag team titles on the line against the Real Americans. I'm just going to let you know right now, I already seen all the results, and I don't know if you saw.
Sorry, what was that again?
Did you see the results of SmackDown already?
No, I didn't see the results. I don't read that much spoilers. Yeah. Was there something you really want to spoil to me about?
You might not be happy, but...
let me guess. The Real Americans won the tag belts.
No, if they won the tag belts, I would have already spilled the beans. They didn't, so don't even think they're gonna win. So
I wasn't even surprised. Anyway, so I mean,
yeah.
No, I mean, like, I'm telling you right now, I kind of see the Wyatts win the tag belts before the Real Americans does. So I think they're just waiting for that one feud for the Rhodes and the Wyatts to happen.
You know, I'm a big fan of the Real Americans. I even made them tag team champions on my Universe mode.
Yeah, I think you sent me a picture of that.
I actually had them feud with the fucking Shield, and they took them from the Shield.
Wow. You know what, Skits? I actually created you, so I'll send you a picture.
I always get pumped when I hear this music right here. Oh shit! Never mind. Fucking ads, come on. You know how you fucking want to go to YouTube and the fucking ad just comes up? I was gonna play a song with some ad.
I make those shits? Well, I mean, why do YouTube guys do ads? You don't need that shit. I think it's life.
Oh shit! Where's everybody at, man? It's not the same without Chris and Toby and shit out here. Just us two.
Hey, we could do it without them. I'm not saying that for now on, but we could do it to other ones.
But TNA have a big show this week. Turning Point is basically one of their pay-per-views that's going to be for free. So Turning Point is where I'm tripping off of. How are they going to do Joseph Park versus Abyss?
Damn, you know what? I'm tripping out of that too. When he announced that, when he challenged them, I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all know it's the same. It's the same character, the same person playing the two different characters. I don't know what the fuck. Are we gonna see some nutty professor thing going on where he's fighting himself? It's very interesting. Or maybe they're going to find out how he transformed to Abyss somehow. I don't know. I kind of see like this Nutty Professor thing going on. I don't know if you guys seen the movie Nutty Professor. I guess you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. If anybody's got any thoughts or anything you think was going to happen with Abyss versus Joseph Parks, call 760-454-1107. So, but they have a pretty dope card. They also have their actual main event is Mr. Anderson versus Bully Ray.
Yeah. The whole stipulation is that if Bully Ray loses, Ace and Ace got to break up, and if Anderson loses, he's gone from TNA, which it looks like it's going to be the end of Ace's days, because I don't know if I doubt Anderson's leaving. So
Ace and Ace are I wouldn't say dead, but it's dead basically.
Yeah, I mean I kind of see like there's no need for it anymore. Bully don't need Garrett Bischoff and Mike Knox, right on his back. He could just move on with him and Brooke, and that's it. They don't need this stable anymore. I mean, they thought this is their version of the NWO, which is not, and there's no point having the stable going around this freaking long. The Ace and Ace is just pretty much dead already. They got to pretty much just end this shit.
I mean, if you really thought that they were going to succeed with full of, I wouldn't call them WWE rejects, but that's what they kind of are,
pretty much, rejects. They just brought just rejects and just from a team, and this is make it called the Ace and Ace. Let's make it like a little biker.
Hold on, sir. We got a special guest.
We do.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good. Sort of.
Oh, shit. Chris is alive.
It's good to hear you, man.
What's going on?
Man, it's talking about this TNA Turning Point show coming up. We actually just got finished talking to the Greek guy, Papadon. You missed that?
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that. I'm kind of under the weather. I was actually getting a drink, and I looked at the time because I've been passed out for the past 3 days. And I was like, fuck, I'm calling in.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on. Yeah, just glad to have you on, man, and you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oscar was definitely worried about you. It was like
because I heard about the East Coast weather thing, and I'm all like, no, I don't think pick for near Chicago, so come on.
Well, tons of lack of sleep and tons of driving to go see Dragon Gate last weekend, I think it got me. So when it goes from 70 to 30 and then friggin' a couple hours and it's, you know, you can't see 2 inches in front of you and you're soaked, you get sick. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But, wah. Yeah. We were just talking about how is TNA going to pull off Abyss versus Joseph Parks. We're the same person. I'm sure they're asking that same question. But I'll tell you what, I've said it before on this show. What Abyss has done, recreating himself, becoming a Joseph Park character, and also getting it over and making it work. I think it's remarkable. I mean, because everyone was sick and tired of Abyss for a while, I think, and he kind of reinvented himself. And to tell you the truth, I'm intrigued. Let's see how they're going to do this. Yeah, I'm actually going to watch TNA, but not live because I got work. But I'm actually going to watch the show. Also on the card, they got a Texas Bull Rope match. James Storm versus Bobby Roode. These guys are like, you know, like in a long ass rival since they broke up as a tag team. Yeah. Didn't Bobby Roode jump him in a bar tonight or something crazy? I read that. Yeah, like they were stage a fight. I was going to mention Same thing that Tommy Dreamer and Raven did at a real bar in Philadelphia. Same thing. It's like a fight at a bar. You know what I mean? Make it real. Yeah. I read that. Yeah, they said that he got jumped at a bar. I was going to mention that to Oscar because I don't think he saw that yet. But it's definitely storyline.
No, I haven't seen it. So if I go to like their YouTube page, I'll find it.
Which I never really watched their YouTube stuff, honestly. You know what? Turning Point seems like it looks like this is like their Extreme Rules because everything's a gimmick match, kind of, except for one. Mm-hmm. You got another match, TNA title tournament, Falls Count Anywhere match. You got Joe going to get, you got Magnus going against Samoa Joe. Yeah. But they have history together as a tag team all over the world. Yeah. They used to be a tag team, and plus they were part of the, what's the group called? The Sting?
Main Event Mafia.
Main Event Mafia. Yeah, they were also the NOAH Global Honor Champions, tag champs as well. I mean, they just don't tag team in TNA; they tag team all over the world. Yeah, I think I want to say they mentioned that in a promo that TNA did maybe last week. I think I watched TNA for a bit last week. They mentioned that. But yeah. So yeah, TNA's making moves this week. They keep bringing back Peter. So you know that's a smart move in the direction. I mean, you know he'll be there. He'll be in Orlando tomorrow. So I mean, you say he's not signed or not, but he's certainly coming to every taping. So you know what I mean. Shout out to Peter. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah. Guess what, Chris? Somebody has to put their WrestlingHeads title on the line.
You want to do this?
You know, and I'm hoping while I'm talking right now, you're actually grabbing some paper and a pen. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Let me get myself a pen.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Every pick that I pick is going to be totally improv because I haven't even thought about it 1 second. But I'm ready. I'm always ready.
All right. Let me just.
By the way, you might want to check out the beginning of Monday's show. Me and Toby, I wouldn't say we had not a heated argument. It was like a big discussion or whatever, and we were disagreeing with each other a lot. You might want to check that out. I was on the first 30 minutes of the show.
I heard everything.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah, I put in. I put in work.
I wish I had stayed on that show because, yeah. But you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. First, Survivor Series match. You got the Divas versus the Total Divas, which is you got Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Cameron Naomi, Natalya, Eva Marie, JoJo versus AJ Lee, Tamina Snuka, Alicia Fox, Summer Rae's in the match. Wow.
Yeah.
Kayla's in the match? Wow. Rosa Mendez and what's the other chick these built?
When did Rosa Mendez get fucking ugly? Holy fuck. She looked like a fucking clown on Monday. Oh my god.
And the last chick is the one that used to be with Cesaro when he first came out.
Oksana.
Yeah, Oksana. I never could say her name. I'm gonna go with the fucking Total Divas in this one.
I'm gonna go to Total Divas. I mean, the new season just started, and another thing, AJ's in the opposite team that not involved with Total Divas. So, and she's been winning pay-per-views a lot lately. I think it's time for the lose one. So, yeah, I'm going with Total Divas.
Yeah, the new season, they're fine. Those whatever group of women will get a pinfall victory, probably last in a long time too. So I'm gonna go with Total Divas.
Survivor.
Question. Hold on. Before we continue, I just want to ask you a question. Should we add more points if we can, guess the survivors, or you know what I'm talking about, right? How Survivor Series works. Or
hey, fuck it. That sounds like a good idea.
No.
I don't care.
That sounds like a good idea. I mean, that's like a big guess, though. My guess is the survivor of that match is Brie Bella by herself. No, Brie Bella.
Is it elimination? Is it elimination or what?
Like Survivor Series, the actual Survivor Series match.
So there's going to be one person left.
You know what? You know what? I take that back because
I think it's just pinfall. I don't think they have time to do a show like that.
It says Survivor Series match.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think they're going to do an elimination match. That's wild. That's a lot of time. That's the most combined. That match would be the most the Divas got combined all year.
That's good for them too.
At least y'all getting eliminated fast.
You know what?
I'm going to say Natalya. I don't fucking know.
You know what? Forget it. Let's not even do that because what if they don't do it?
Yeah.
They
just guess Total Divas.
Yeah.
All right. Next match. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family.
Oh, this is a tough one. You guys go first. I got to think about this one.
You know what? Fuck it.
Another words he wants to listen to what we say.
I'm going for the Wyatt family. Why? I'm going for the Wyatt family because they're on the cover. They're on the cover of the poster of Survivor Series. This is their pay-per-view. So, Wyatt family.
Well, our Truth was on the poster a couple months ago too. That didn't really go far, but I'll probably say the Wyatts. Because if they lose, then what the hell's this build-up been about? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm looking maybe towards CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, but I'm trying to figure something out here. Okay, Wyatt's win. That just shows this story is continuing on with Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, and then you look at Randy Orton and Big Show match. Okay, is it going to continue on with the Big Show and Randy Orton? Because if they continue with TLC, then then I could see the Wyatts winning. But if not, one of those guys, either CM Punk or Daniel Bryan, has to deal with Randy Orton next.
Yeah, just pick. Yeah, you're reading into this way too much.
We have a call.
This is tough one.
Oscar, you're reading into this more than they are, honestly. They're not reading into this much. They could care less who wins.
Okay, I'm actually going to go with... Fuck. It's a tough one. It's my title on the line. Damn you people. Damn you, my title's on the line.
Come on, man. Take title.
We got a caller. Wait, so here you go.
Okay, fuck it. I guess I'll go with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
All right.
Way to go. Hey, champ. You got some gusto there, boy. You got some nuts, champ. Took you a while.
What, you want to grab on them?
Probably not, but I'm sure you would like sucking on my cock.
Next matchup, you got Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cesaro, Jack Swagger. That's an all-star squad right there. I love it. Versus Cody Rhodes, Goldust, the Uso brothers, and Rey Mysterio. I'm going for the faces. Fuck.
I'm actually going with the heels on this one.
Rey Mysterio just came back, bro. They ain't gonna have him lose. Come on.
Who gives a fuck about Mysterio?
I'm gonna go with the fucking faces.
Next one, John Cena versus Del Rio. Going Cena. No question.
Cena.
Yeah, they just had Cena survive a car crash the other day. You know, he got beat up by everybody with Sandow. So, you know what I mean? There's no way he's just going to lose a regular kind of match. So, Cena.
And then last match, Randy Orton versus Big Show. Fucking Randy Orton. Please don't be Big Show.
I say Orton and freaking Triple H costing the match, and they have possibly having a match at TLC, Triple H and Big Show.
I'm gonna say, just to be different, and I have no idea where they're going with this. I'm gonna say Big Show.
We have another match after that. If you're sure you're gonna pick Big Show.
I don't give a fuck. That's what I picked. Seriously.
And this is also added. This is going to be our bonus match. The Miz versus Kofi Kingston in the kickoff match. I got the Miz.
Miz.
Yeah.
Fuck the Miz.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take this call real quick and see what it says. Don't know area codes. None of that bullshit is up. So let's take this call. You listen to WrestlingHeads is calling.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bunkhouse Bob. How are ya?
What's going on?
Man, y'all need to wake the fuck up, man. This is a horrible show, man. Oscar, you need to
fuck
get
you,
a little
suck a dick.
thicker on that mic.
What the fuck?
Some piece of shit.
I don't know. I didn't even hear what he said in the end. Like, Oscar, you gotta...
If it's a horrible show, why you listen to it? How about that?
Oh, SpongeBob?
Bunkhouse Bob. He's fucking sleeping on a bunk bed with fucking two dudes right now.
Oh my god.
Anyway, seriously, let's not give these fucking yahoos time. Next, fuck it. I mean, seriously.
You know what? For now on out, if you're calling in, your fucking number has to be up. If I see a 111 or a fucking Skype name, shit's not gonna answer.
Anyway,
well, we should do the Skype name. I mean, don't answer the freaking block numbers.
I doubt that he had anything knowledgeable to say about anything in any sport, in any subject. So, I mean, unless we were talking about cocksucking on this show, he called the wrong show. So, sorry, Bunkhouse. Big hike.
But question.
See you at an arena soon, buddy.
Speaking of arenas, let's talk about your time in Brooklyn and Queens.
It was great. I mean, there's nothing, and I hate to say it to you guys and whoever's listening, and there's nothing like the fucking New York crowds. I mean, it takes a lot to impress them, and it's just that atmosphere. being in driving through Manhattan, going to a show in Queens, then itself is an event. I mean, and then the fun fact that the Dragon Gate show on Saturday was fucking phenomenal. There's a lot of guys on there that people need to start paying attention to and people that they know about need to pay more attention. People like Anthony Nese, who fucking impressed the shit out of me. I mean, I've seen him a million times, but being a total dickhead heel to the New York crowd is not an easy thing. And just to shy of getting death threats from the crowd, I mean, that's hard to do. You know, to have that kind of crowd care how much to fucking want to kill you. Pretty hard. So that dude, to me, I think in 2014 is going to fucking, and I know that's been the rumblings around the indie scene that he's going to be the next guy to explode. I just personally think he's one of the next that guy to explode in 14. But I loved it. And of course, the next show in Brooklyn was, we all know why we all showed up for that. But personally, I thought the day before was better. Just me. I don't know. I loved it, and I'll be going back.
I was shocked that the Bucks dropped the straps.
I love that. Let me tell you something. In a fucking world that's fucking so predictable, the Bucks fucking win everything. And you can't have the Bucks run rampant over fucking everybody. You got to build some storylines. And what's even crazy, right before the finish happened, I was looking at the curtain, and Gabe himself, the Almighty, came out and watched the finish. So right there, I started going, wait a minute. You know what I mean? He don't fucking come out to watch. And that fucking, which is a crazy finish, and whenever you could get a chance, anybody got to watch it. But when that finish happened, and Bravado Brothers took the belts, it fucking shocked the shit out of everybody, and that's what a promoter does. What are you going to have the Bucks win and everybody goes home? That was the main event. You know what I mean? And it was funny, and what was cool was the friggin' 10-minute tease that they were going to start the match over again. But and the crowd was so pro Bucks, you know, Bucks, you know what I mean? Because they were agreeing with him. And then fucking Nick Jackson got back in the mic and basically told us all to go fuck themselves. We don't want a rematch. And then it ended with "fuck you, Young Bucks." So they could play both ways. They're so good at it. At a drop of a hat. You know what I mean? That's why they're the best. But that's just me rambling. I thought it was a great weekend. Dragon Gate's thing, personally, I think is going to explode even more. Also in 14, I think they're going to make it a little bit tighter. Obviously not as tight as I want them to because of TV, but I think they're going to rival Ring of Honor attendance-wise in the future. Now, obviously, can't hurt them on TV, but because they don't have TV either. But I don't know. To me, the last Ring of Honor show I saw was a TV taping. That Dragon Gate show was better than that TV taping in Philadelphia. So,
damn.
And that's not saying much.
How was the Hero Gargano match?
It's great. It was great. Honestly, I thought for Wilder, I thought Hero was going to fucking pull it off. What was cool about it, what stuck out in my mind, where Gargano pedigreed Hero, and Hero kicked out at 1, and the crowd went fucking berserk. Obviously, a fuck you to Triple H. You know what I'm saying? But in other words, that move's a fucking, a bunk move. You get what I'm trying to get my drift here? That was a fuck you. Gargano went for the fucking pedigree. Hero kicks out at 1. In other words, fuck off. So if anyone wants to know where his stands, there you go.
I actually saw some of his preview of the shoot.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, personally, I like the first night better, but I love the venue in Brooklyn. It's like a gutted fucking warehouse. Or not even a warehouse. It's like a gutted. I can't even explain to you, but it's pretty wild. But they will start rivaling shows at Ring of Honor, and if not already. I mean, I'm not saying their talent is way beyond Ring of Honor's, but what they put on for a show consistently is, and also bringing guys over from overseas, and their young talent. Let's put it this way: their younger talent is better than Ring of Honor's younger talent. And I'm not talking about Adam Cole. I'm talking their Adam Pages and shit like that. Their younger talent is light years ahead of Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Speaking of Adam Page, that's a guy that we need to bring back on the show. Since what happened with the signal, we didn't really get him on the show that time. We definitely got to bring him back.
The only
I thought about that.
Sorry about that.
No, I was gonna say I thought about that when I saw the last Ring of Honor show when he had that match with Matt Taven. I was thinking, damn, we had him in our show, and that signal thing. I just during the whole match, it got me memories of that whole bad signal thing. We had him on the show.
The one thing bad about Dragon Gate, it's the only bad thing, is the fact that it's in New York City a lot. It's in Queens, it's in Brooklyn, and not the fact that it's 7 hours away from me. It's the fact of going into New York City is a fucking hassle. It's almost impossible. And I'm not talking about the person who can't drive it. Driving's not the problem. The paying the fucking $20 total just to go in a tunnel, just to go in. The 3-hour wait just to get into the tunnel to get into Manhattan. I really wish they would venture out a little bit much more as they used to do in the past. But they really got their hands dug into New York.
I heard your boxering, the text and all that. Did you get there on time? Did you miss part of the show or anything?
It was getting rough. I should have chose the Lincoln Tunnel instead of the Holland Tunnel. That's probably my fault. But it was getting close. If I didn't have Easy Pass to go through the tolls, I was fucked. I would not have made it. Not even close. And they even added and they bumped it up an hour to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have made it. So, but it was a great show, man, and I think it's available on demand, both shows. I can't wait to purchase it. There's a lot of young dudes, man. The AR Fox match 4-way was awesome. I highly recommend that. The whole show, but on the first night.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was gonna say, when Hero came out, how was the crowd reaction?
Loud.
Wow.
Very loud. That's the only thing you can say. Very loud, long.
All right, well, I'm going to finally get the opportunity to see him in PWG when he comes over here, so yeah, I'm fucking lucky, I have to say, because I finally get to see him in person.
Yeah,
gentlemen,
yep.
We have 2 calls on. Wait.
Let them on.
Let's take a call.
On.
We got 201, actually 3 fucking calls now. 2, and it's actually... Two of them are coming from the same area code. We got 201s. The first 201 with the 819. Let's take you first.
Isn't that New York?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight? I was just listening to the show. I love the fact that, you guys are so mellow. You guys are so chill about, wrestling. Sometimes we need to all, take a step back and see, the mellow side of wrestling. And, I just think you guys are doing a fantastic job. I'm a listener. I think you guys are great. So what are we talking about tonight? What are the main topics?
Right now we're talking about Dragon Gate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were talking. I forget what they were talking about. We had a guest speak, Papadon, but as of now, we were talking about Dragon Gate. I don't know if you got a chance to see it this weekend, past weekend, any of the 2 shows.
Oh, okay. I actually have a general, wrestling, story. My other friend, he's also 201 area code. Would you be able to, bring him on for, a nice group discussion? You guys have a great show going on. We can maybe, spice it up a bit with, a group conversation.
What you want to talk about?
I'm actually a father of 2. My younger son, he's 11, little Johnny boy. He's a fan of, biggest Daniel Bryan fan you'll ever meet. But I just want to know, what kind of fundamentals can I teach him to be, a better father and a better teacher of the sport of wrestling? And also, my friend who's on the line is also a father, and his son competed against my son, and he's a big John Cena fan, his son. So would you be able to bring him on? We can maybe talk some wrestling and have a great group conversation.
Can't wait.
All right.
Listen, dude. Listen, honestly, cuz we
Hello?
We don't want to talk about your kids, man. We really don't.
You,
at all. Yeah, we don't want to talk about your kids.
Suck.
Yeah. So does your mom right now on my balls. Thanks for booking her flight to my balls. Thanks. Whatever. And hey, by the way, give your son mouth to mouth because my dick's in it. How's that?
What is up with these fucking kids tonight?
How about that? How about that as perverted? Huh?
Hey, what area code was
I
this
go
from
fucking
again?
deeper. I'll backhand your kid and throw him to a dresser.
201?
201.
Yeah, here we go again. Nobody's knowledgeable about this fucking sport, and I don't get it. I don't have
We
the
have
balls to
another
go up
one,
and
too.
talk.
It's another
Let 'em
call
on.
at 551. Let's
Let 'em
see
on.
what the 551 person is. Hopefully this person has some sense. 551, you're live.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight? Let me just start off by saying that last call was just absolutely just ridiculous. They don't understand the sport like we do. It's
okay. Well, wait a minute. Wait. Now we have a history of people just calling it back and back and back. So what would you like to talk about? Like seriously.
I want to talk about the recent success of Daniel Bryan and how he's
listen. Do you have anything to talk about? We're talking about Dragon Gate. Do you have any knowledge of what Dragon Gate does, the product that they put on every now and then for their shows?
No, shut up. Fucking give this shit seriously.
Yeah, dude.
Shut up!
This is you can't get me, dude. These people, listen. This is so obvious. They can't think of another topic. You can't even think of another topic besides Daniel Bryan. If you guys are going to call in, come on, be a little bit more fucking swift and fucking just come on, dude. Work on it. Work on it. Work on it.
Do these guys know who AR Fox is? You know who Drew Gulak is?
They don't know what anything is. They're fucking.
Carl Anderson is.
It's just funny. I know what the deal is. I know what's going on. Listen, these dudes are fucking being told by someone else to call in and be fucking and total dicks because they have nothing else to do. And that's just it. And they have no knowledge of what they fucking cover or what we fucking cover or what anyone covers. Nobody has the balls to call this fucking show and try to fucking talk the fucking sport that we all cover. And I'm about tired of it. Seriously, I'm getting bored of it. I don't know. Seriously.
It's funny.
Someone call in.
It's funny? I'm looking at all these area codes, and they're all from New Jersey.
It's just stale. I mean, it's lame. I mean, seriously, if you know about it, even if you fucking had intentions on fucking pranking, let's just fucking talk, see what you got. Seriously, you guys, it's fucking lame. It's fucking, what age are you, 7? You should, listen, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You should, either be banging abroad or washing your cock from banging abroad. Okay, dudes? Jeez. Because that's what I'm about to go do. Right after the show, I'm about to go do that. I don't know what you guys are going to be doing.
Fucking Chris.
201.
201 is still listening, too. Still listening.
Yeah, and they're like, I want to talk about Daniel Bryan. Third caller in a row wants to talk Daniel Bryan. Okay. Do you have any knowledge about Dragon Gate, what just happened this weekend? Daniel Bryan, my son, wants to wrestle with another. Way to raise your kid to wrestle with other kids at age 3. Why don't you fucking try to, I don't know, teach him how to tell time? Jeez.
I don't know what to tell you about your fucking kid. Like, I'm not his fucking parent.
Yeah. I got my own kid to worry about, not your kid. I don't know. All these other brain dead kids drooling in fucking kindergarten. Get the fuck out of here with your kid. I don't want to see their picture either on your. I don't want to see their picture either on your phones. Clowns.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Fuck them. Hey, if no one has the balls to come on here and talk about wrestling, they fuck off.
You know what? Let's switch the fucking subject real quick. I know you've probably read about Coco Cabana.
Yeah.
heading to NXT, possibly getting a tryout, probably for like the fourth or third time. I don't know, but I'm hoping it's him as a wrestler and not as a guy that's going to call matches.
Oh, well, that's probably where it's headed to, because he's been trying to get that gig for a while. He could do it. He could do either. But I think in the longevity of his career, such as what Taz did and what Jerry Lawler did, being an announcer extends your career, and it also extends your wallet size for a long time. And Jerry Lawler's not going to be there forever. And they're probably scrambling for somebody to, not saying Colt Cabana's that guy, but probably scrambling for a fucking guy down the road to fucking replace him. And for me, I think Colt Cabana would be a fucking possibility of a guy down the road getting a major gig as announcing. Bring a little bit of credibility. He's funny, he's witty, he has knowledge of the business, and he could gab. Get the gift.
Yeah, you know what sucked, that when he first came to the WWE, he was basically a jobber. Him getting his ass kicked by fucking Great Khali, Brian Kenrich. He just basically dropped. I can't even remember him winning one match with the Scotty Goldman.
They didn't know who he was. They probably didn't know who he was.
They didn't probably know who he was.
Scotty Goldman gimmick was probably doomed from the start.
Yeah.
But what has NXT or NXT, whatever the fuck, back then, it really was fumbling at that time. It's really gotten to its own lately, but back then, I think it was just fumbling. Past winners that have won and shit like that. I think they're, they seem to be making right decisions. And obviously, fucking Alex Riley was a bad mistake, so maybe I misspoke. But maybe they're looking for a person to replace him because he's garbage. He was garbage in the ring. He was garbage in the ring, and he was garbage on the stick. I thought the guys before on NXT, the two announcers, were better than the fucking duo they have now. Personally. But I'm sure those callers that just called in will probably have something to say about Daniel Bryan and their kids. So maybe Anyway.
Speaking of NXT, Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards showed up again. Another sign. Could we be seeing I almost said the Real Americans. Could we see the American Wolves? Still just talk, but I'm hoping something's going good if they're going to this performance center, and these guys are not wasting their time just going there just to go there. But I don't know if the performance center is just open for any wrestler just to go to this, train.
They were invited. They were invited to be there all week. But it's a long process, man. Even when Bryan Danielson got in and all those guys, it's a fucking long, long process. You're going to find out sooner or later. I know that, but the fact that they're brought in again to be there all week, this might be it. I think all signs are leading towards it. Now, when they debut, I don't know, and how long they'll be in NXT, I don't know, but I think you're looking at it by the end of the year.
Yeah, you know
but
what?
After that,
I think they're going. They're visiting the damn place so many times. I'm sure WWE has some interest. So pretty much you're going to freaking sign them, and we'll probably see some goodbye thing in PWG when me and Skips go there. So they're not even under contract with Ring. They're not even under contract with Ring of Honor, are they? I know they're still showing the TV things, but they don't have a contract with them, no.
No, I know Eddie Edwards doesn't, and I know Davies was up in August, something like that, but. Well, once again, it's the internet. We're all fucking, typing ... whatever the fuck .com and www.com, whatever the site it is, and everyone's reporting it now. But it has to be now. If it's not now, then I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. But I don't know if there's going to be much more after that. they seem to dwindle this down. I think they've dwindled who they're looking at on the indie scene, and it's not that because of that report that Triple H is not looking for him anymore. I just think they've gotten their fill from the indie scene right now. I think they're going to start looking elsewhere. Maybe overseas, maybe.
I was speaking of Eddie Edwards, he's still out there working hard. He just got finished wrestling in his tournament. He was close to being on the top 10 of the indie ranking, which we already said. He went 3 and 3. This week was a whole new top 10. Chris, I don't know if you're down to hear it. Yeah. What Jay Briscoe made 10, Red Dragon made 9, Green Ant made 8, Cole made 7, JT Dunn made 6, the Bucks made 5, the Foo Fighters made 4, the Bravado Brothers. Yeah, they made 3. 2 is Matt Tremont, and Elgin was 1. Definitely different than what's usual on that top 10.
Well, I mean that's the MO. I mean by their format that should change a lot. I mean it'll change by next week.
Yeah, unfortunately. I got some good news for you. You guys, I know I probably mentioned this last week, but I sent over a couple articles to the guy that's doing the site so he can put on the news feed. So the news feed is basically done. Now I just had to send over everybody's bios. I think I've emailed everybody's. I just emailed mine and Ryan's today. So the site should be up by probably next week. So hoping next week. Maybe I was telling Oscar, with the guy taking a while to do the site, maybe it's going to turn out good because, if you rush into something, it's probably not going to turn out good. So maybe this is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the guy's taking his time, and the more you have patience, the better. Don't rush. The guy's, obviously not rushing. He's taking his time. I mean, I am a fan of patience. So, like, what example, like art, it takes time to paint the picture you're trying to do, or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of patience. So, hopefully, by next week, I'm guessing. No, if I'm not mistaken, if we get it done.
The last time I talked to him, I said I'm trying to have it up before Thanksgiving. So hopefully, he said it could be done before Thanksgiving. So let's hope he sticks by his word and we can get this shit running. Yeah. So yeah, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, check out go to Pro Wrestling Tees and buy a T-shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingHeads. They're like $20. If you have a podcast, I said this before, and you're also selling T-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees or anywhere else, I will buy your T-shirt if you buy our T-shirt. Trade for trade. Support if you love wrestling. Follow me at WH Skits. I'm on Twitter, always talking about wrestling. And you will see me with the beautiful Kelly on my Abby. Real quick, I just want to say, Chris, she is fucking gorgeous. And we had a moment. Me and Kelly had a moment. When I went up to her.
When she said goodbye.
When I went up to her, she was like, "Oh, so you're a hockey fan?" I said, "Yeah," because I had the Kings jersey on or whatever. I was like, "So what's your team?" She was like, "I'm a Ducks fan, unfortunately." But I found out later on she dates one of the Ducks.
So So that ended it for you. Did she say, when she saw you, she said you're a hockey fan, did she say, does your stick bend?
No.
Say that to you?
Oh, shit. Kelly. Maurice was there selling men's toys. Melina was cool, but John Morrison, nobody cares. He was over there. No, but Kelly had the largest line up. But yeah. Follow me at WHK.
Well, I appreciate what Kelly did. She did put garbage on her Twitter, so I appreciate that. So you guys check that out.
Yeah. Follow us at WrestlingHeads for all the latest news of professional wrestling. And listen to WrestlingHeads. If you're real knowledgeable about wrestling and you want to talk to us about wrestling and about your kids and about what should I do, what do you think of and we all love Daniel Bryan, but it's the obvious type of question. We all know Daniel Bryan. We all know Daniel Bryan. We all know Daniel Bryan is not being pushed right now. So why are we talking about him right now? I'm just saying.
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that's all that they're knowledgeable about. And I'm sure they're on their own little show. I'm sure this is, you know what this is. It's just lame dudes. They bring nothing to their families and life, you know, so. Nerds. Yeah. Just nerds. Straight up nerds, man. I think I mentioned that this week earlier about somebody, so. Okay.
I don't know. Follow us all. Go ahead, guys. Put your Twitters up.
All right. You can follow me, Sinister32. Just try to need a few more followers so I get to 400. So, yeah, just follow me at Sinister632. Also on Instagram as well, same name. Yeah.
Okay.
ROH code. Yeah. Twitter.
I don't know if you gentlemen are down to go on the uncut right after the shit goes off, but I'm definitely am.
Like I said, I'm gonna go bang a broad right now, so I'm not doing it.
His hand.
No.
You gotta love Chris, guys. You gotta love him.
No, I
just
don't
not 100%.
I don't have time for dudes like that. I just, I don't know. I don't have time for it. Do you? I don't. I just don't have time for people that bring nothing to the table in anything, including life. Just don't have time.
I definitely feel you. I saw that the other day where you called somebody a nerd on Twitter.
Well, I said more than that. I just can't. Like I said, I just don't have time for certain people. I'm just don't. I'm not being conceited. I just don't. I just don't have time for goofy people. I don't care if they run. I don't care if they run a show. If you bring nothing, you could have the most ambition in life itself, but if you bring nothing to it, and you have no opinion of your own, I just think you're fucking a waste of space. That's all. And, you know, drool that runs down your fucking lips, down to your neck, down to your fucking toes, I just can't take it anymore. So.
Yeah, man.
Listen, it's like this. It's like a baseball fan. Yeah, you can have all the fucking stats in the world. You can say Joe DiMaggio had fucking 700 hits when he was 25 years old. You can have all those fucking stats, but if you have no fucking opinion, if you have no fucking opinion or a fucking opinion how things should go, I think you're a fucking waste. If you have all these outlets to fucking, all these fucking guys, all these talents, and you've interviewed all these people, but you have nothing to say but stumbling and fumbling, I think you're a tool. And I hope you're listening. And I hope you fucking stop eating that fucking cheesesteak you're eating right now. How's that?
Oh,
that for a soundbite? I could keep going if you want, but it's your guys' turn.
Hey, or I can end it off.
I got a million.
I can end it off with this.
Fuck you, suck a dick.
Yeah. I'm not trying to say I'm above. I'm just we try to cover the sport as best as we can, and I just hear nothing but fucking garbage from other people. It's just true. I hate it. Right? It's like you try to get the people that you stand in line with. You know what I mean, to call in, and because there's some knowledgeable motherfuckers in line. You can't. You get these fucking nerds. I don't even know what they're fucking doing. They're calling in. Seriously.
I'm sick of it, dude. Like, I'm sick of fucking answering fucking phone calls, and we get bullshit fucking callers talking a bunch of bullshit about their kids and
Do you have that number?
I have it.
Do you still have that? Yeah.
Yes.
Write it down and let me have it later.
I can.
No, seriously, I got an idea. Trust me. Trust me. Just give it to me. Don't worry. Nothing will happen.
I don't care. They're from New Jersey.
Anywho, well, good. I know some
We're
people in
actually
New
off
Jersey
air.
too.
Just letting you guys know, so I can just end it whenever. So,
anyway, that's all. It's just a shame that and it's obvious that I know a lot of people probably who have podcasts listen to the show and have their own agendas, and I'm sure that's probably what's going on. But how about call and what's that one? Is it Force whatever Corner Radio? He calls in and he brings he fucking says what he feels, and oh God, he has an opinion. He has a fucking opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the same people that have been calling in for a while since the summer about the guy who wanted to fucking oil up. Remember, real close contact. Remember that one prank? It's
probably the same guys.
It is the same guys because they say the most similar things. And it was obviously all the same three guys tonight. And they kept talking about Daniel Bryan. They didn't have three guys called about Daniel Bryan. Come on.
You know what it is?
The same people.
The guy with the block number. When I say I'm not answering no more calls, if it's unless your number's showing, and you noticed all the numbers came up, like three numbers. As soon as I saw it, I was like, something's up to no good here. I want to put you guys have three numbers, and as soon as I unmuted them, they already knew what to talk. So they are definitely familiar with Blog Talk Radio. Yeah, well, they're in cahoots together tonight, obviously, and because when the guy called twice and said, "I hate that motherfucker," and it was the same exact voice, and it was just. But like I said, I mean, they couldn't have a conversation about anything. They couldn't. They couldn't have this conversation, a 10-minute conversation of their hopes, their own hopes and dreams, let alone other people's. So I don't know. Ridiculous.
Fucking next time, just don't answer. This is the last shot. Just don't fucking answer blog calls. Even though I switch, I'm not gonna answer blog calls. Fuck that shit.
Well, that fucks it up because there will be someone down the road that wants to call in and say, "Yeah, man, I went to the show and I really haven't kept my eye on this promotion, but man, it blew me away. I'm going to go next time, and holy shit, this one guy was awesome." You know what I mean? We're not going to have that opportunity to get that guy, and which we've had before, and we get nerds.
Remember we had that one guy call in?
Yeah. I'm talking about.
Okay, Oscar, remember that one guy called in and he actually had a real conversation with us?
Yeah, somebody from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounded like someone, but yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, I don't have time. Honestly, I'm very busy, and if there's no substance, it's painful. It's painful. It's painful to hear. Sometimes you go out in public and you see these people, certain people, and it pains you because, Jesus, it's pathetic.
Definitely. I'm actually going to tweet about this shit right now on my WH schedule because I'm done with the bullshit. I'm really fucking pisses me off.
I'll probably tweet about it too. I don't want to say fuck New Jersey. But, yeah.
I have the person's.
No, my thoughts are, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you really are in pain.
Well, no, I just don't want to not give him time of day. I said my piece this week to somebody, so. And then that rant was not just for about myself. That was how he runs his gig and how he tries to step on people's toes. And I know he's a conniving little bastard behind the scenes, and that's pretty much what that meant. You know what I mean? Ratting on us, stepping in front of people when certain people are talking. You know what I mean?
Does that shit a lot and pisses me off.
No. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna go watch some Sons of Anarchy.
Are you gonna wear your Sons? Are you gonna wear your Sons of Anarchy shirt?
Hell no. I don't.
Hey, you know what's funny? Hey, you want to tell them that story where we're at Hooters skits?
Oh, go for it.
No, we went to eat Hooters after the whole thing with Kelly and all that shit. Next time, just like 10 biker dudes just come up and just started sitting next to us, and it was the fucking Mongols. So I was like, oh shit. You're familiar with the Mongols, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, shit.
Did you get up quickly or slowly?
I was ready to tell Skips to not look at these guys, because those guys were like fucking tattooed all over their fucking necks, and they look like you just don't want to fuck with those guys. So I was ready to tell Skips, don't look at them, do not stare at them. After we left this...
I for shit.
Huh?
I looked at the guy's face. They was all tatted up in the face.
Yeah, but I don't know if we can handle 10 guys, just me and you. But the thing was that after the end of after we were leaving, freaking Skips wanted to take pictures of their bikes. I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. I wouldn't touch their bikes.
I didn't want to touch it. I was going to take a picture of it and then put it on Snapchat.
I wouldn't mess with their bikes.
What if he knocked them over? What if he knocked them over like fucking all of them in a row?
Oh, man. I'm out of there.
You would have left me?
Yeah, I would have left you. I would have left you right when they sat down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't own Sons of Anarchy shirts interviewing tag teams that say, what the fuck did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hey, but that blonde chick was hot, though.
Which blonde?
Remember the blonde you were talking to? I guess she was asking you that she'd never seen that before.
Sorry.
Does?
All chicks that work at Hooters are not good looking. That girl's ugly. Sorry.
I mean, all chicks from Hooters are not good looking.
Dark.
I said the one that's standing around that looked like scary bites. Okay, I understand her, but that blonde girl's ugly.
I thought she was ugly. That's not the cutest blonde. I think cuter
I'm not
than that.
the best blonde.
She was a regular type of blonde chick, bro. Like, she's like a college nerd blonde.
Still hit it.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The one that don't have friends.
Come on.
She was ugly. I'm sorry. I've seen better looking Hooter chicks than that one. She just needed the job.
Oh, we're sorry, Skips. Whoa, we can't all have Kelly.
Kelly looks better with dark hair anyways.
Yeah, I could say that.
Yeah, I kind of see why she did it with dark hair anyways. I guess she just want to, like, step away for the WWE thingy, and this is her new thing. Even though she's still doing autographs and stuff and putting her old pictures when she was in the WWE. So.
How did her mom know Barbie? That's what I want to know. How did her
money?
I want to know, how did her mom know it was going to be a Barbie?
Shit.
Because she's definitely
I don't know
Barbie.
why she named her Barbie.
All right, listen.
Lucky guess.
I'm trying to see something for the first time in 3 days. Text me that fucking number for real.
Yeah, I am, and I'm definitely gonna. And I'm about to block this egg that just started following us that has no tweets.
Yeah. All right, just yeah.
All right, I got you.
All right, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.